Hi, good morning. This is Niraj from AgriPie. Today, I will show you a method, easy method to minimize the chances of strain degeneration in Cordyceps militis. Cordyceps militis forms, there are a lot of strains of Cordyceps militis in the market. Some strains form fruiting body by sexual reproduction pathway, and some strain forms fruiting body through asexual reproduction pathway. The strains which form sexual reproduction form fruiting body using sexual reproduction pathway, those have two types. Those have two distinct mating type ascospores, mat1 and mat1 2. So in those strains, the fruiting body formation is very much dependent on mat1 and mat1 2 spores, their relative abundance also. Each time those strains are subcultured, there's degeneration of a strain, and by third or fourth generation, you may see even on agar culture plate, the growth rate of or growth performance of the mycelia is lowered, and in real fruiting body formation is also deformed or yield is reduced. So this is one real issue. Every time you subculture those strains, the strain degenerates. Strains which form fruiting body through asexual reproduction pathway, those don't. Those are relatively stable in terms of strain degeneration. They also exhibit strain degeneration, but it will take much longer time. Say after 10, 11, 12, something like 11 or 12 subculturing events. But for strains that do form your fruiting body using sexual reproduction pathway, they exhibit strain degeneration after third to fourth subculturing event. This is a pure culture mycelia of Cordyceps militis. We preserve Cordyceps militis at our lab in such long-term storage format. These formats remain viable for up to 5 years at -20 degrees Celsius. So I don't subculture a petri dish or agar plate for Cordyceps militis from one to another like this. No, what we do, we take around 100 microliter of this culture onto a agar plate, pour around 2 to 3 microliter of water, then gently swirl it on the laminaire flow platform like this, and incubate it at room temperature. This plate was subcultured on 30th October. Correct. Today is 6th November. So it has been around 6 days. See, there are at a few dozens of colonies on this agar plate. I can remove each colony from this plate and subculture it on a new culture plate. So what is the benefit? Like this, the same culture, it will be remain viable for 5 years, and same culture will be used to make new culture plates or new liquid spawn, whatever we wish, for 5 years. So generally the subculturing event is now, for this it is once in a 5 year. For such plates it is once in each 1 year. So we can reduce the culture degeneration or subculturing event by 5 times. So if you can afford, or if you can even you can use glycerol for culture for preservation of Cordyceps militis cultures. So because each like whenever you buy a new culture of Cordyceps militis, it takes a lot of time and resources to try at your lab, verify its growth performance, verify the yield, so we can't afford to lose any strain once it is verified that it works well in our lab. So try to preserve it at your lab at -20 degrees Celsius. You can simply use up to 40 to 60% glycerol, deep eutectic solution. It is called DES of glycerol. So you can preserve in that method. I will show you how to get it on another, like you can do it, but for sake of lab work we will just show you. I touched my gloves uh, to my face, so I need to replace the gloves. We use this inoculation rod. It is 1 millimeter in dia, and it is of SS304. Its length is around 5 inches, excluding this. So I get this full length incinerated before working. So I do have scalpel and blade also, but I don't use anymore. I have a stock of new blades also, but I don't use because I cannot incinerate the whole length. Only even if you want to use, we can incinerate the blade only, but because of this thickness we cannot incinerate the whole length. So chances of contamination while handling the culture it is it is very high when compared to this inoculation needle. So we prefer using this in our lab. Next, and this needle, it is easily incinerated. It becomes red hot very fast. I don't know if you can see it. So yes, now you can see, I think it is it easily becomes red hot and very efficient for incineration and subsequent use. So I can pick up any colony and transfer it to the new agar plate. So let's get a colony. First, pull the plate by touching a clean area of the petri dish. Okay, I got one colony and I will transfer to a new agar plate. The mycelia shall touch the agar plate. Press it gently. Okay, a new agar plate is prepared. Incinerate it, then place it as you wish. So a single drop of this can give to 50s of colony, 50 colony, around 50, 60, 70, it does not matter, but we can get a lot of colonies on agar plate. Each colony can be transferred to a new agar plate to make new agar plates. So the benefit is that we need to prepare a new batch only after 5 years when compared to traditional culture plates which need to be subcultured after each year. So these are the results. These were inoculated on 2nd November. See the date? I don't know. Okay. It was inoculated on 2nd November. So these are doing good. We have some other, like this is Morcella conica. It was subcultured on this plate. Good and clean culture plate. We are expanding because such preservation method, long-term storage formats, they require a lot of resources. So we are now, so far it was being used for Cordyceps. Now we are expanding it to rest of the mushroom available at our lab. This is Foliota namico. This is Pleurotus erengi. Currently, we have 10 strains of Cordyceps militis, which two of them, F39 and F43, are currently used for production at our lab. We have 56 species of gourmet and medicinal mushrooms at our lab. Most of them are trialed and tested at our lab. A total of 92, 93 species, or sorry, strains or varieties we do have for mushrooms, like 56 species and total varieties, including the strains, it is around 92, 93. We have almost most of the pleurotus species. We have shiitake, ganoderma, lion's mane, turkey tail, and most of the mushrooms that is available in market. So if you need any pure culture of mushrooms, you can just visit our website agripie.com, and you can make purchase. The list is also available at our website, and you can buy pure culture also. Moreover, you can also buy Cordyceps mushroom in form of fruiting body, powder, or capsule also.